Pregame.com.
All right, Fez, I'm already 3-0 on a 14 parlay. What should I be doing with that fourth leg? This is Brad Bowers, Pregame.com Studios, just off the Vegas Strip. Off-season betting 101 here, and one of the most asked questions guys like Fez and I get each and every year is when to hedge and when not to hedge. I'm going to leave it up to you, Fez. You've been here 2 decades. You're the only 2-time Super Contest champ. When should people be hedging, and when should they not be hedging?
In general, you want to hedge huge bets. And even though they might have a slight mathematical negative expectation, the pros hedge these huge positions. It does come up. Pros make huge bets on games, typically when they know or feel it's very likely a huge line move is coming, and then they'll play back. Because if you're just making bets that you're going to keep, 2% of bankroll is about what you should be wagering on each and every play. But I've seen pros bet 20% of their bankroll on stuff that's really going to move. Contest, you're about to win a contest. It's going to be a life-changing payout. You want to get paid something if you don't win the contest, if the last game goes south. And futures also, you're about to hit 100-to-1 ticket. It comes down to the last game. Usually a good idea to play something back.
All right, let's talk about an example of, over betting a game that you expect the line to move and move significantly.
Yeah, so it happens all the time. Monsoon is about to hit, all right? And the total is 60. You don't even have an opinion on the over-under, but you know that as soon as that weather report becomes publicized, the total is going to drop to 52. I'm not betting 2% under 60. I'm going to bet 10% of my bankroll under 60. And once that line moves all the way, well, I'm not going to go ahead and pray for that weather to stay bad. I'm betting that knowing I'm probably going to play back the other way for a substantial bet.
And basically, you're playing it back because you want to manage your risk in that department.
Yeah, and if my max bet is 5%, that's usually my max bankroll percentage. So if I've got 100,000 bankroll I've got on a certain sport, and I don't want to bet more than $5,000, I don't want to risk more than $5,000. I'm perfectly happy betting $20,000 on something that's a great bet. But if I do that after the line moves, I'm going to play $15,000 back the other way and approach it as a $5,000 straight bet and a $15,000 middle bet.
All right, let's talk contests. They continue to become more and more popular. This often happens a lot at the end of the contest.
Yeah, so use the Super Contest as an example. Back 2008, 2009, very close. I need the last game to win. So if I get first prize, I'm going to get $200,000. Second prize pays $80,000. I have a $120,000 swing on that last game. In essence, I have a $60,000 bet on the Tennessee Titans on that final game. I don't want to bet $60,000 on the Titans. I'm probably going to go ahead and play back at that point. I did play back maybe $40,000 on the other side, mitigate the risk. Mathematically, you could argue maybe that's a negative expectation I'm making on the second bet, but when you have such a huge bet size, bigger than what you're used to, it makes sense to go ahead and preserve the bankroll, make sure it keeps growing.
Your second key factor when it comes to hedging.
Yeah, the public. Shocker. The public gets it completely wrong. They hedge way too much. The public hedges small payouts on bad wagers, typically, essentially locking in losing plays. The poster child for that is the 14 parlay here in Las Vegas. Little dirty secret in Vegas. One of the reasons our sports books, someone randomly betting is only going to lose 4.54%, but the books routinely during football season hold higher. Well, how do they do that? Because people bet 14 parlays, and the 14 parlay only pays 10-to-1 or 11-to-1, a horrendous payout on a 4-teamer.
All right, you've taught me some Fez math here over the course of the past year, so we've been doing these videos. 3-teamer. If I go 3-0, I'm getting paid out $700 on that one?
Yeah, you win $600, and so you get paid $700.
All right, and obviously a lot more value to that than compared to the 4-teamer.
Yeah, so let's look at the train wreck that is the 4-team parlay here in Las Vegas. So you've won your 3-teamer. You've gotten your $700 back. You're essentially, when it only pays 10-to-1, which some books pay, you're risking $700 to win $400. You're laying minus $1.75 on that fourth game on Team A. And now you see it all the time. Oh, I got a 4-teamer about to hit. I got to protect it. And they go bet Team B. So they're laying minus 175 on Team A and then simultaneously laying $1.10 on Team B. A really bad hedging decision.
All right, love the Fez math there. Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. Pros correctly hedge big payouts. This often occurs when they way overbet a game knowing that the line is very likely to move, and then they play back a substantial part for the attempt at the middle. The public incorrectly hedges small bets, often locking in huge negative expectation situations. The Fez math says it's right to hedge, but typically only when a huge payday is coming. More videos at pregame.com.